Good morning, neighbors, on our last day of our February prep questions. And today, to kind of wrap everything up, we're going to ask the question of if there's one thing that you can learn, just like what is the first thing that you want to learn this coming month? So March, what are we going to do in March? We're going to do some pantry questions. We're going to do some garden questions. We're going to do food prep in the month of March because that's the time where a lot of people are starting to either work a little bit in the garden, plant some cool weather crops, do that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to talk about in March. What we need to also figure out is what have we learned from February? Where are our pain points? What doesn't flow as well as it should? Where do we look around and see piles of stuff on the table? We see jackets on the floor. We see too many shoes laying everywhere. A friend of mine has a lot of boots, and so he said he was going to make a boot rack. Well, all of the racks that you get for shoes in the store are horizontal, and that takes up a lot of floor space, especially for somebody who is trying to live in a smaller footprint. So he was going to make a vertical rack. Things like that. What are our pain points? What do we want to learn? What's a skill? Now is about the time that we should learn how to garden. We should research fertilizer. We do use fertilizer, but we don't use a lot of commercial fertilizer. We make our own. That'll be touched on in March. Follow along. Korean natural farming is amazing and super easy to do. What else do we need to learn? Mostly coming up, it's going to be, like I said, pantry, baking, cooking, how to organize our meals for the week and make sure that we have all the ingredients on hand so that we're not rushed, so that everybody doesn't come home Thursday night after ball practice at 7:30 and we're like, we're all starving, Mom. We don't know what to eat. That's not the time to be thinking about what we want to make for the day. So that's where we're going. What do you want to learn this month? If it's something I can help you with, comment down below. If it's something like welding, go search in your local Facebook groups and just say, who can teach welding? A lot of times there's a guy that has been welding for 30 years and he would love to teach some young person how to weld. Those are the best. They really are. If you don't have somebody like that, you can go to a local community college, and a lot of times they'll have an extra class that is not for necessarily college students, but for the community. It's called continuing education, stuff like that. That's not that hard to find. Maybe you want to learn how to build birdhouses or start seeds, anything like that. So follow along again in March. Thank you guys all for being here. I hope you learned something in February, and I hope we continue to learn in March.